For some reason, we're all obsessed with the lives of celebrities. But even though most of us will never experience the luxury that comes with the fame, we can all relate on food. So I thought the closest I could get to living in their shoes would be to try their recipes for an entire day. I'm starving, so it is time for breakfast, coming from none other than one of my all-time favorites. Let's give it up for Jennifer Aniston. But we're not actually eating her salad that went viral recently that she supposedly ate on the set of Friends. A, because it came out that that was a lie, she didn't actually eat that. And B, I'm just not eating a salad for breakfast. But I did find a smoothie that she made about a year ago on Instagram. So her caption literally says, "Good morning, favorite smoothie, lists out the ingredients, that's it." That's it. And we start with 1 cup of chocolate almond milk. Next is 2 scoops of Vital Proteins chocolate collagen peptides, but collagen isn't vegan. I'm using vegan chocolate protein powder. Next is cherries and a banana, and there's no measurements on this. I think that's about 1. So I was watching the video of her making this whole smoothie, and it looks like it makes a lot, and I don't know if she eats the whole thing or not, but I'm probably gonna share it with my husband. Then we need a few drops of stevia. The next ingredient is antioxidants. Jennifer Aniston, where are you getting your bottled up antioxidants? Help a girl out. I don't know. Do I need them? I don't know. I take my vitamins. Next is 1 cup of ice. Then we need some spinach, love that. I love vegetables in my smoothies. Pinch of cinnamon. Matcha powder, again, no measurements. Now we just need a spoonful of almond butter. And now we blend. I don't think she likes a thick smoothie like me. It tricks my mind into thinking it's ice cream. Let's pour it right up. Cheers.
To Friends.
To Friends. That's really good.
That is really good.
It tastes like a chocolate milkshake.
It does have chocolate milk. That's gotta help a lot.
But I feel like if I were to make this myself, I would probably just use almond milk, the chocolate protein powder, and then cacao powder.
It's good. It's really, really smooth.
It's called a smoothie.
True.
But see, sometimes I like to add on top some protein cereal or something so that I can have like a little crunch. Jennifer Aniston did a great job with this smoothie. I don't know if she came up with this recipe herself. It's fantastic.
Missing those antioxidants though.
So in between breakfast and lunch, I'm making a pour over. And I don't really have a celebrity recipe for that, but if you're a coffee connoisseur, then you definitely consider James Hoffman a celebrity, and I'm using his pour over recipe. So in the spirit of living like a celebrity, I thought I would go to the most expensive grocery store around me, which is Whole Wallet. Just kidding, I mean Whole Foods. I actually needed to get some ingredients for lunch, dinner, and actually dessert as well. I don't have an Erewhon market around me, which is where I'm assuming most celebrities will go grocery shopping. Wasn't planning on that happening, but you know what? It's fine.
We made it back from Whole Foods and it's time for lunch, and we're making a recipe from Gwyneth Paltrow, which, by the way, I just recently found out that she plays Pepper Potts in Iron Man and Avengers, and I'm actually a huge fan of those movies, so I don't know how I just found that out, but anyway, she has a website called Goop, which has so many recipes on there to choose from. So I found her recipe for a weekday grain bowl, which looks like the perfect lunch in my opinion, because it looks like it's gonna be filling enough, but also light and refreshing. First, we need 2/3 cup of quinoa, then 1/2 cup of chickpeas, 1/3 cup of grated carrot, 2 tablespoons of sunflower seeds, 1/3 cup of packed, finely shredded kale, then 1/2 of an avocado. When I think of a celebrity meal in LA, this is exactly what my mind goes to, other than maybe a green smoothie. A tablespoon of pickled ginger. I definitely just bought this and paid way too much for it at Whole Foods, but she even has a little dressing recipe to go with it, which is 1 tablespoon of soy sauce and a tablespoon of rice wine vinegar and 1/2 teaspoon of sesame seed oil. And then we'll pour it over top. Not sure if that's gonna be enough, but we're here to try it. Oh look, I'm so LA eating my grain bowl. Okay, so this really isn't a practical way to eat it, so I'm just gonna mix it up and then it's gonna look not pretty. I should have put it in like a container and like shake it all up. This looks like a good bite. Surprisingly better than I thought, and it's not dry. I'm a fan of the ginger, wow. Like, is it the best salad / grain bowl I've ever had in my life? Like, no, probably not, but it's definitely good for how easy it is. If I were to change anything about it though, I feel like I would definitely add more protein to it, so like I would probably air fry some tofu. So I know Gwyneth Paltrow has had some questionable health claims and received a lot of backlash for it, but like at the end of the day, I don't think I would ever try to get my health advice from a celebrity. Like, I'm gonna go to my doctor or nutritionist.
It's pretty earthy, not gonna lie. I feel like I could use some like cranberries or something.
Or like some spice.
This would be a good like side salad. All right, yeah, I'm gonna eat some pizza.
It is time for dinner and I am way too excited for this one. It is a recipe by the beautiful Chrissy Teigen. She has 2 cookbooks and a website called Cravings by Chrissy Teigen. We're making spicy miso pasta, which I've never even heard of in my entire life, but it's one of her 5 most popular recipes in all of the internet. She has an omnivore version and a vegan version. So we're making the vegan version tonight. Now we need 4 tablespoons of vegan butter, which is a great start because I love butter. Now we need 8 ounces of thinly sliced shiitake mushrooms, and I have them here. I need to slice them up, but you don't need to see that, so fast forward. Okay, so now we make the sauce to toss the mushrooms in. So we need 2 tablespoons of vegan butter. I'm assuming I need to melt this. Perfect. 2 tablespoons of soy sauce and 2 cloves of garlic, but when have I ever listened to a recipe and only done 2? We're doing 4. You take my trash bins. You took my trash bins. For all my scraps. Does anybody else use their empty vegetable containers as trash bins while they're cooking, or is it just me? Am I weird? Okay, so we put the mushrooms on the pan and then you pour the sauce over the mushrooms and toss it all together. This already smells like it's gonna be really good. Okay, now our mushrooms go in the oven at 425 for 20 to 25 minutes. The recipe calls for spaghetti, but I can't have gluten, so I am using the chickpea pasta. And I also really like using the chickpea pasta because it adds a lot more protein. So for this sauce, I actually have to get 2 tablespoons of this boiling water from the pasta to put it in this little bowl. And I'm adding in the chili garlic sauce plus 2 tablespoons of miso. So miso is this paste made from soy that has a super rich umami flavor. It's just really good. I don't know how to describe it. Oh, our mushrooms are done. I think they could be a little more crispy though, honestly. I'll put them in a little longer. So now we add the rest of the vegan butter, so 2 tablespoons of that, and then a 1/3 cup of coconut milk.
I feel like I always need to taste the sauce before I actually put it in something to make sure it's good and it doesn't need anything. Pretty good to me.
And we also have to reserve 1/2 cup of this pasta water. Okay, so I just drained the pasta and now we have to go over to the stove and put everything together in the skillet. We just add in the pasta. So now we also need to add the mushrooms into the pasta. So we can add in our sauce. And now I just add in the cracked pepper. I'm adding this to add a little more spice. I'm also gonna add in the scallions.
This is looking so good. Oh my gosh.
This actually looks incredible. I am so excited to eat this.
We gotta eat it at the same time.
Okay. That is really good.
Kind of spicy. I'm very impressed. This does taste like something you would make normally.
If you want to impress your friends and family, you need to make this dish. It's honestly not that hard to make.
Super creamy.
The coconut milk is what makes it creamy.
Definitely the best so far.
I love the mushrooms. It's very well balanced.
Maybe you should buy her cookbook.
I should buy her cookbook. I'm pretty sure I read somewhere that when she was little, she actually wanted to be a chef, but then obviously like became a model, and now she gets to be a chef and a model. She is wow. Okay, we're gonna finish this, clean up, and get ready for dessert. I never skip dessert, I'm so excited. For dessert, I decided to save the best for last. Here's a little hint. The baker's gonna bake, 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 bake. I'm so lame. Best celebrity in the entire world, Taylor Swift. We are making her chai sugar cookies. She posted this recipe back in like 2014, and it's been going viral ever since that point because who's more iconic than Taylor Swift? I'll wait. Okay, maybe Dolly Parton, but. So we need 1/2 cup of softened butter to start. I forgot to soften it, so I used my little trick of heating up a glass and then letting it get soft for like 5 minutes. It works. Oh my gosh. Promise I know how to use this. Okay, we beat it on medium speed for a minute. I forgot to count. Okay, so next we add in 1/2 cup of oil, which is kind of weird to me, but who am I to doubt Taylor Swift? Yeah, look at that. I've never seen such an odd mixture. All right, now we need 1/2 cup of cane sugar and 1/2 cup of powdered sugar. Again, I've never seen that in sugar cookies ever. Then we need 1 egg, but I'm using just egg, and 2 teaspoons of vanilla. This next edition was specifically posted by Taylor Swift herself. I guess you'd call it Taylor's version. Get it?
No.
You don't get it? She adds in a chai tea packet. Now we've got 2 cups of all-purpose flour. I have allergies, so I'm using gluten-free flour. Then we add 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda and a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. And then we'll beat it on low. All right, so this is a very soft dough, which the recipe says it will be. So now we need to refrigerate it for an hour or put it in the freezer for 15 minutes. I'm going with the freezer for 15 minutes because I am one impatient girl who loves cookies. It's out of the freezer. Now it's time to roll them into little balls, and we need to sprinkle them with a little bit of sugar too, and some for me. And then into the oven they go at 350 for 8 to 10 minutes. So Taylor Swift came up with an icing recipe to go with these cookies. So she used 1 cup of powdered sugar. Then you need a 1/4 teaspoon of nutmeg. That was actually her joke, I can't take credit for it. 1/4 teaspoon of cinnamon. So even though she made this back in September of 2014, she used eggnog, but she said you can use milk if you can't find eggnog. Now let's whisk. Yeah, I'm gonna need more powdered sugar than this. Oh yeah, this is way better. Perfect. Okay, our cookies came out of the oven and they're looking really good. Now we just need to let them cool, ice them, and then we're ready to eat.
Ooh.
They look so good.
They look like snickerdoodles.
Let's try them.
Ooh.
Mmm.
Really crumbly.
I like the texture. I'm only getting a little bit of chai.
Yeah, it's not like overpowering.
And her frosting is also really good, even without the eggnog. You feel like you could eat like 10 of them because they do just melt in your mouth. Taylor Swift, good job. You make me proud always, and I love you so much.
Is this a love letter?
Yes, she's never gonna watch this. If you liked this, I picked out another video for you right here that I think you're definitely gonna wanna check out. Go ahead and give that a click, and I'll see you in the next video.